Welcome back to Love After Life Crossover Tarot. My name is Deanna. I love to do tarot card readings on lost loved ones. I don't like to really call them lost. I like to call them crossed over loved ones, but I guess we kind of call it lost because we don't know where they at once they leave us. Once they leave this earth, once they leave this realm, we find ourselves lost trying to find them, hold on to them, remember them. So I guess in a way, loss is a good word, whether you spell it LOSS or LOST. The truth of the matter is they are out of our realm, so it's hard to see or find them. Anyway, so what I typically do is get an energy. I do a reading on the energy, and then I see what type of messages they want to bring you. But I did this reading on this, I can't say elderly woman, on this mature woman. And I was trying so hard to understand what the cards were telling me. And, excuse me, I was left confused. I mean, I explained as best as I could, but I was confused. My heart was heavy. I am an empath, so I do feel things that don't belong to me sometimes. But this energy would not let me rest. So I feel like there's some more things that she wants me to let her loved ones know. So we gonna double back. She did have the miser card, and at first I felt like this is somebody who, if you just put all of your time into work, then you're not living, right? You might be trying to afford these things that we use for a living, but you'll find yourself just trying to make a living and not really living, just existing. And it's so funny because that card came out earlier. It was the miser still there, but here she is in reverse today. So this has not left my mind, and I'm guessing that's because this person, this energy, still has much to say. Now, the truth about tarot is there's no he or she when it comes to the cards, but sometimes the cards have men, women, boys, and girls on it, and so I might say he or she, but if the energies are reversed, then you go ahead and put them wherever they are meant to be. Like, let's say, for instance, if I'm saying he, then that might just be masculine. It could be a he, but it could also be a she that's more in the masculine type of energy. Like sometimes you have the type of girl that will get down and dirty with the men, that can build something, change her own tire, all of these different types of things, play basketball, climb trees, like stuff that you typically might relate to being something that a man would do, women can still do. So if the energies are reversed, feel free to do that. I just forgive me for saying he and she because it's such a habit of mine. Even when I see animals, I might say he. I typically go for he first when it comes to dogs, and then, yeah, most times. And then she when it comes to cats. It just happens. But anyways, let's bless this altar. Oh, so this energy would not let me rest. And I'm still saying it's a mature woman, mature feminine type of energy. And she is stubborn, and so is the person she is connecting to. For some reason, I have not been able to let this go. It's been days. I even uploaded the video. And the person it's meant for may not see it right away, but I believe that it will make it to the person that it was meant for. So, Miss Miser, I am going to just start out with the energies after I bless this altar once again. And we'll just see what else needs to be said. But I know for sure it's some stubbornness. I don't know. I feel like when I was saying that somebody was a workaholic, that was very true. Somebody probably started focusing on work. I don't know if it was before or after the loss. I feel like it was something that this person was so used to doing that they didn't even know that it could have been hurting the person that they love. But anyways, we'll move forward. We'll see the energies. We'll go from there. Excuse me for all my weird noises right now. Let me bless this altar. Thank you so much, Spirit, for visiting us today. I hope your loved ones come to visit us. I call to the angels of the earth. Please look into the Spirit and bring us clear messages. Only bring the messages of highest good and intent. From my will to thy will. I move out of the way. Thank you, Spirit. We'll put Mr. Sage over there. I'm going to start with these cards just to see what's popping out. And then we'll get some clarity because the harmony card, that's what we need. We need some harmony. We need to get on one page. This person has not left me, so they are not done speaking. And I kind of feel bad because there were so many other things that they've been recalling to me. Like there was this card about about a contract, and a part of me feels like they were trying to tell their loved ones to go on because it is to, if they were married, until death do us part. And somebody might feel like they don't want to move forward. They don't want to move forward. They don't want to move on. They're stubborn, just like this person that they love so much. Intensity tries to pop out. Yeah, very much so stubborn. Look, that Miser card came back again in reverse. So she's not playing, period. So stress is in reverse. Usually the stress card reminds me of you doing too much. It reminds me of Ten of Wands energy. If you take on too much, you promise too many things, at some point you're going to fall short somewhere. So someone used to have a very, very heavy burden. And then look at this. It's like this one thing you're showing out for can just burst that bubble, and then boom, all things will fall apart, right? So it's so funny to have that in reverse now. It's just saying that I am out of the burden of all things earthly. Oh, I gotta do this. I gotta pay the rent. I gotta wash the clothes. The car note is due. Da, 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 da. Somebody is completely free from that. Also, the Miser in reverse. So if this energy was someone who was so hell-bent on either you working or them working to acquire these earthly things, they are now saying they're free from that, and they understand now that that is not all life has to offer. So definitely stress-free. I don't know if they are stress-free now that they're actually free, or if they are telling you, we'll get some clarity on that. I don't know if they're telling you like that they're free and that you should be free from those things too. And not to stress if that was something that you did a lot. Work, I got to do this for the family. I got to take care of the kids. I got to do this, got to do that, all of these things. They don't want that to be you anymore. That flowering card came out again in the upright. This card feels like all is well. All is well. Everything happens for a reason. What we've done here is planted seeds, and these seeds are going to grow. I always say, you can't plant shit seeds and expect apples to grow from it. But I don't feel like shit seeds have been planted here with this person's life. And now they are planting new ones even without physically being here. Exhaustion coming out as a challenge. Who's tired? I don't know. We're going to find out. Oh, look. They're like, oh, we just going to throw the cards out there. New vision. They said new vision. The rebel, it's not reversed. The rebel is coming out as a challenge, and so is sharing. But it's coming out as a challenge, but it's facing the other direction. So this makes me feel like one person is a rebel and one person is just like this super loving, flowy type of person. Or having new vision here, with this person here being tired and then having new vision, maybe we're going from the rebel, this person that's like against the grain, and I just heard like everybody, all men for themselves type of person, to sharing. Maybe they were tired and they are saying that you are tired from being the type of person that you are, but you might be having a hard time going from this stone cold person. Oh, I knew y'all was stubborn. I freaking knew it. But, you know, maybe you're having a hard time going from this person to this sharing, loving, supposed to be open person. You could have grown cold over the years. And that's why we had that energy of, I got my money, my family, I'm good, you know? So that could have been your energy for so long. And now your family, like this one person who probably held everything together, is gone. And it's making you question things. And it's making you see things from another direction. Not that you want to, but you still are. Because you're going through it. You could be thinking about, because I'm just seeing those flowers double back now. Maybe who this person was to you is really starting to take its toll on you. Like I used to tell my family, like when you're here, sometimes people don't appreciate you. And then when you're gone, everything you ever said to them becomes important. Everything becomes like the most important thing you've ever said in your entire life, right? Because that's when you're most valuable. It happens in the music industry and it happens here in regular life in the 3D normal world as well. Once somebody's gone, all you have is what they said to you. All you have is how they made you feel. All you have is memories that you had. So now you're going to share those memories. You're going to share those thoughts. And it's like a flowering, right? Once the seed is in the ground, you may have put this person into the ground. But guess what? That's the seed. And once it's in there, it's going to grow. Rain, sleet, snow, whatever. Those seasons are going to change, and that seed is going to get its chance to grow. What else, Spirit? And y'all just got to forgive my camera because I didn't feel like setting that tripod up right now. I just wanted to come back because this energy would not. I'm at work every day, and this energy is in my freaking head. So I knew that I feel like she wasn't done talking yet. Suppression again coming out as a challenge. So there might be a lot of things that you're keeping in. I don't feel like this is the other energy keeping those things in because they've already crossed over, and anything that they can tell you or get to you, I'm sure they will by any means necessary because the mission is big. Some people don't realize it until they're on the other side, but the mission is huge and we not really wasting no time, you know? That's how it feels. So King of Cups is coming out here on stress in reverse and also miser in reverse. And that's just, that's a strong energy, an emotional energy, a very strong person. I feel like what they're saying is, you were the carrier of this family. Whoever was the worker, like, yeah, there's cups. This is a King of Cups. And that's all about love and balance and being strong and, like, you know, all of these great, amazing things. You know, like maybe you felt good, or whoever was the worker, they felt good providing for their family. They felt freaking great providing for their family. Let's see what else. Queen of Swords coming out in reverse on top of exhaustion as a challenge and new vision. The first word that I really see on this card is bitchy. It really sticks out to me. So it just takes me back to this stubborn type of energy. Now, let me tell you something. What we're not going to do, just because this person is crossed over, what they say to be absence from the body is to be present with the Lord. We're not going to sugarcoat anything. we are going to keep it as real as they were when they were here. You know? So this still got that straightforward energy. I can't say who was who. Like, one wanted to work. One specifically was like, I'm taking care of my family. I'm good. And then there's this other energy that's just like, no nonsense. Tell it like it is. I feel like one person is super, you know how they say opposites attract? I feel like one person is like, and then there's another one that's like flowers and balloons and sweetness and candy type of energy. Let's see, we're going to find out. Wow, the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, what this is giving me is yin yang energy. You can appreciate the light until you've been in darkness. You know, let's see what else. Strength. Somebody was strong. I think what this person is saying, you were strong to be able to handle me. Strong enough to deal with me. They are telling you how strong you are even today. Even right now. And I'm still seeing suppression over here coming out as a challenge. I feel like the person that's crossed over is or was like physically stronger. Maybe not, let me not say physically, like felt like was stronger on this earth, like mentally stronger, more mentally, physically balanced, stronger type of thing. I don't know. It's so weird. Sometimes you do have a woman that carries the family. The man might go to work and make the money and things like that, but sometimes it's the woman that is behind. I just heard behind every, what is it? Behind every great man, there's a great woman. Something like that. What else, Spirit? First of all, this energy that's crossed over is so strong that they wouldn't even leave. Like, do you know how many people are on the other side that could come through and speak to loved ones and all of these different things? And I was not able to keep my mind off whoever this energy was. It was like, no, baby, you ain't get it all. I don't want to say I got it wrong. The first video, it just wasn't all. And it obviously wasn't enough because here we are again. We're here again, right? Okay, so Temperance in the reverse. Somebody's having a hard time letting go, finding the balance. Since this thing has happened, they could be angry at God. They could be madly confused. We definitely had that energy last time. Like something about not being connected or not believing or something. It was something like that. I don't know what it is. This could have been a person who was more spiritual. And maybe you didn't think much of it until they crossed over. And then it becomes more real. Like when you, look, I can't even get it out. When you don't have a choice, that's a different type of pain, baby. When it's a pain you know you caused on yourself, you can feel it, you can hurt, you can be angry at yourself. When it is something you have no control over, that's a different type of hurt. They're not saying you can't feel it. Look, 2 of Wands. They're not saying you can't feel it. We gonna acknowledge that and keep moving forward, but the powers that be are freaking huge, right? Hierophant coming out in the upright on the side of the 2 of Wands, right? So it's just like maybe you have been making plans, trying to figure something out. This loss have been opening you up to like a spiritual world. It has been opening you up and pushing you to become your greatest, most amazing self. But why were you lacking these beliefs? You were having a hard time finding a balance. We got a lot of twos. You might see 222 a lot. And you probably definitely still had a hard time finding a balance between work and love. I don't know why that's the vibe here. I don't know if this person who crossed over was working too much or if it was you. That could be just weighing on you. But I don't feel like you're somebody who doesn't know any better. Yeah, the sun. It's time to move on and be happy. Also, what I'm feeling is you were happy just providing, um just keeping that typical man and wife type of feel, that normal family vibe. Somebody was very happy with that. Somebody was very, very happy with that. I don't know if you've been in your head and wondering if you've done enough or if you could have done more. Um, there is nothing more to do. When it comes to this situation, it is complete, and they love you enough to show face multiple times, multiple times. Four of Swords. This is usually a card where you resting, right? You've been through some stuff, acknowledge that it hurt. Look at the swords back there on the wall, right? They're there. Swords hurt. They're like knives, but neither of those swords are cutting him or penetrating him, right? It's time to get some rest. So spirit and this energy is acknowledging that you felt pain, that you hurt. You might be suppressing some things because we saw that mask last time too. You're having a little bit of a time finding the balance and keeping something to yourself. You might be really pushing towards the spiritual. Like, since this person left or since you've been faced to deal with them leaving, it may have really opened your eyes. It probably made you stronger than you've ever been and opened your eyes to something. And it probably made you appreciate this connection more, this person more. Okay, give me a second. They dropped cards. I was just going to say. So this could have been a situation where this is the Nine of Wands in reverse. Maybe you at some point felt like you couldn't go any further. Either you did or they did. Oh. And then look, Nine of Cups in reverse. Now, you could be upset because God took them. Oh, and then look, Judgment is down here. Look at that. If it may not be no other card in the deck that looks like this. This is like elevation. This reminds me of the spirit leaving the body. This is like the awakening. And what better moment do you wake up than when you cross over and you return to which you came? You may, and look at this. Let me show you this real fast. So this card here, right? This card reminds me of everything I need. God will provide. God got it. They on my side. I'm full of love. The universe is providing, overflowing my cups. You talking about 2 cups or 3 cups. I got 9 cups, right? These 9 cups is in reverse. You might feel like God took everything you had. You might feel like everything that had you floating, baby. You know that love, and sometimes you think you got it all the time. You think it'll always be there. But that one thing that you had that you knew would always be there has left. And it's a different type of leave. It is a different type of leave. I'm going to tell you that. Blessings to you. I know this is difficult, but you stubborn. I'm going to call it a strength at this point. That Fool card been lurking around all the time. Oh. Wow, all those cards fell. King of Swords there in reverse. You might be softening yourself since this loss. You guys were some stone cold people. Hold on, let me grab these other cards. Forgive me. I could read them and I bet they tell a story, but we be here for 2 hours. Get all them cards. They were like, oh, we just need to mix them up because we about to tell you something. Okay. Spirit, what does the crossed over energy want to tell their loved one? There's that Two of Cups again. This was somebody that was very important to you. But it's so crazy because one thing for sure is this person is stubborn. I want to say that they want you to move on. You seem to be happy in finding your way at this point. But this person definitely feels like a very stubborn energy. Like there's judgment again. Like you're waking up to something, like the loss of them has changed your perspective, have changed the way you see things. It's so sad having a Sun card in reverse. That's a very healing card, and also like wish fulfillment. Look how gorgeous this card is. It's very bright compared to a lot of the other cards in tarot. But it's in reverse. It's in reverse. And also the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. And when the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, people look at that as karma. Like karma and bad luck. And you might be feeling like, I did something, God. What did I do to deserve this? And it was out of your control. And it was out of their control. And I don't know exactly how you lost this person. But judgment came twice. And like I said, this is like, you know, yeah, God stepped in. He had no choice. We all have these freedom of choices, right? We all have these choices. And if God is hands off, then he's hands off. If your will is really free and it's yours, then God can't jump in and say, hey, don't do that. I mean, he can say that, but who's to say you'll listen? The choice is yours. If you want to go to the bus stop and knock somebody's head off right now, you more than likely will succeed. And that's the reality of this world that we're in. And you probably feel like God took everything from you. Like, that was my life. That was my baby. Like, I'm freaking the F out. And it's causing you to think differently. It's causing you to understand the other side. And maybe that is the lesson. Maybe it's meant to open you up spiritually. Spiritually, it's not meant to shut you down. It's not meant to slow you down. It's going to hurt. You're going to feel that hurt. It's okay to feel that hurt. But this is a healing card and it's in reverse. So you're not there yet. And maybe you don't want to be. Maybe a part of you is stubborn. Look, and that person is acknowledging that too. You're a family. They get it. They understand. But you can't stay here because now it's just memories. Now it's memories. Now you got to move forward in the greatest way possible. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah, I'm going to pull some soulmate oracle cards. I see them over there sticking out. Ace of Swords, Spirit says that's the truth. But also having Ace of Swords here in reverse, I usually look at like Ace of Swords is like God sent you something. God is in control and all of these things. You know what I mean? Like that hand is coming from the clouds. It's like here, you know. And then the upright is new ideas and all of these things, new thoughts, new information coming towards you, and all of these things, right? But having it in reverse, it said, oh, down here on the card, it says failed communications. Maybe you prayed, and you felt like God didn't respond to you and God didn't help you or didn't save this person. But they had to go. And look at the Eight of Cups. It's just walking away. Walking away from things that no longer serve you. And it was as a challenge. They had a hard time leaving. Look, hold on. Six of Cups. Six of Cups coming out as a challenge. So you stuck with the memories, and they were stuck with the memories. You guys must have spent some time together. This could be you guys spent some time together. You may have gone back to even childhood, or maybe you guys connected on that and talked about childhood a lot, and also definitely spent some time and you guys reminisce. They were thinking about you too. They were thinking about the family that you guys built too. Look, the Ten of Pentacles coming out as a challenge too. You guys had everything you needed. And even if you weren't rich with money, you guys were rich in family. Like, that's one thing I do feel about this. I don't care how stubborn this feels. And it feels complicated and difficult because this is not the type of love that you can just explain with a sentence or a 30-minute video. This is some other shit. This is some other stuff. This is some other stuff. You guys went through a lot, not just with the family or the house or like, you know, like the cars and all of these physical things. You guys went through things emotionally too. King of Pentacles tried to come out again in reverse. You guys went through a lot. Y'all went through fails and losses. And I think right now they are just reaching out to you because you might be torn. You might be torn. You might be feeling stuck. I still feel stuck. I feel stuck, and this is how I know it's something that's in the air. I don't know how to explain it, like, and it makes me want to cry in a way. And look, the wheel, right? This is like the Wheel of Fortune too. Again, coming out, and it's coming out in reverse again. And I guess in a way, it's like we want to believe that God is in charge. And you could be angry at Spirit or God because you feel like, why would you allow this? Sometimes that's the case. And sometimes that is the place that we have to take for the bigger purpose of what this will teach you and what the trickle down effect would be, as opposed to what would happen if everything stayed the same. Now, true enough, some people disrupt the algorithm. Some people go out there and play their part in destroying this world. But you can't let the loss of this person make you do the same. Or all the stubbornness in the world. I know it's difficult. So many people be stuck in their ways that they don't want to hear this shit. They want to believe that they just saved and God just gonna come back for them and rescue them. And then you get something like this that happened that leave you confused, and it make you either shut everything out and forget what you've been taught, or you know what I mean, like zone all the way out and just refuse to accept something new into your life. And sometimes you gotta just go with the flow. The one thing we've all been promised is death. If you came here and you my bad. Oh, Knight of Pentacles, go ahead and fall then. You came here on a mission. It may not have felt like it. You may not have known. But guess what? Now you know. And sometimes it takes you losing somebody very close to you to open that up. The devil is coming out as a challenge. So this could be like you having a challenge, like maybe you're too detached, like you don't want to stay connected with even thoughts of this person or things that hurt you. You could be having a challenge figuring out how to numb yourself or how to get over this situation, right? Knight of Pentacles flowing in reverse. That's letting me know that you probably feel like F work. What I'm working for now. Family gone, you know, that type of thing. Eight of Swords in reverse. Eight of Swords typically talk about like being inside your head and self-imposed prison and you doing all these things to hurt yourself, you know, but having a clear way out. And you just gotta release yourself. Having it here in reverse, maybe you just like, I just want to be free. I just want to live. Life too short. You might be turning up big time. Numbing up big time. You might feel like you had a string of absolutely bad luck. It's okay to be free. It's okay to be free and to not let this break you. I think a part of how you were living before was great for you. It was great for the family. Keep living like that and then move forward. And I heard recreate the family, but you can't. This person knows that they can't be replaced. But family is what people are used to. Family is what keeps us going. So family is necessary. Family is important. It can't just be turn up, whatever. You probably blowing some money because at first it felt like, oh, I'm not going to work. That's fine. But you still got money and you still going to get money and you probably are just using it in the wrong way. Let me see what's going on here. Look, oh, they brought the same card back. Harmony is pure. It says harmony is pure love, for love is complete agreement. They still want you to love again. And no matter what, they're still going to love you. Let me try to stand that up. Look, I did not put my stuff on the tripod today, but there we go. And when I see this card, this also reminds me of marriage. Like, marriage is to until death do us part. You did that. Y'all did that. Whatever type of commitment you guys had, y'all had that. So don't go out trying to be a hoe just because you like, I'm never going to find nobody like my wife, or I never want to marry again. Because if it's hurting you and changing you for the worse, then that's not a good thing, right? If you're good at being a husband and working and providing, keep doing that. Because this person is coming through and letting you know it is what it is. We're good. They know. They're acknowledging you. This one is in reverse, but it says souls that belong to each other will always find their way back together. Right? So having it in reverse says you probably feel like you gonna cheat if you go out and live a little bit. But no matter what, y'all connected and nobody will take that place. That don't mean everybody will be less important or more important. It just means nobody will be that person. And that's okay. You can keep this person in your heart and you can still move forward. You can still love again. You do not have to be stuck. You do not have to be stuck. You do not have to feel stuck. And anytime you want to feel them, just play music and listen to the songs that come on and listen to the words that they might give you. And then you get up and you live your day and you do what you feel you are sent here to do. And anytime you miss them, all you got to do is think about them. That's energy. Energies do not die. They transfer. So if you're miserable, if you're putting out negative energies because you're like, no, I'm never going to settle down again, or I just heard that song, and if I ever fall in love. Okay, I can't sing. Listen, that's the song. Y'all know what song that is. I will be sure that the lady is. Yeah. You might be feeling like, no, I don't want to do this again. I'm not saying rush out there, but don't go out living backwards. You got to love forward. You got to move forward. No matter what you do it, no matter what you do it forward. What they say, pay it forward, do it forward. This person lived and loved you, and you lived and loved them, and you do not let that take you backwards. You take that, you love them, you can keep loving them, but you got to keep going. You cannot stop here. You cannot stay here. We got to keep going. Thank you so much. If you made it to the end of this video, I do not know all the YouTube stuff that we are supposed to say for these videos, but I just do it because I know I got to, and I know it's for somebody, and we ain't gonna stop. And I just thank God for giving me this journey, because I'm on it like you. I'm on this same journey like you. I deal with pain and hurt like you. I suffer losses like you. But we don't stop here. And we can't stop. We won't stop. Thank you so much for sharing this energy with me today. Thank you so much, Spirit, for showing up. I hope your loved one comes to visit you. And I'll be back soon. Good night.